Hello everyone. We are back here going to do some master guides for this Vintage Open. So I wasn't able to find any wind direction, so probably just gonna have to just kind of free air this a little bit, try to figure out what's going on with this course, see what the wind directions are. Kind of on the fly. It's probably going to dictate how I do this one. There's definitely two ways to go about this first hole. Once again, this game is doing some crazy stuff. See if I can't trigger this to happen. Back in, still not loaded. There it goes. Oh wow. Doesn't that make things interesting? Never seen him put this hole on with a headwind here. I would imagine that you know, that's going to create kind of an advantage for Pak 7 guys to be able to really get it up into here somewhere. It's going to be very, very challenging for weak drivers to do this. So what I'm going to do is maybe, you know, push up to here, just add a little bit of curl just to kind of keep it out of that bunker. Not going to curl it too much because I just want to make sure that it stays into the fairway. You can see that everything is starting to fall off here, so they really did kind of change that slope, the way that that runs out with the new style in this hole. But you can see where I can get it to. I would imagine with some kind of turkey ball combination, a Pak 7, those guys are going to really be able to get it down there. The only risk factor is going to be kind of hitting it through this. Seems to be a little bit tougher of an angle. So the more curl that you can kind of come in, but it, you know, there's going to be kind of a little margin of error. The biggest thing I see is the fact that you know, you're probably only going to have about maybe a 2-ring window to kind of put it in that range. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's relatively flat. It's going to require some kind of major overplay because of wind effect. So if this says 6.2, I'm thinking somewhere, what's that say, 8? I would imagine somewhere in the neighborhood. We can just try this for a starting point just to kind of get an idea of what I'm going to need to do. I would imagine maybe about 8 is going to be decent. I'd like to at least see, you know, if that's enough. Still not enough, but you can see it's in the ballpark. I had to figure, you know, just from kind of experience, I had a feeling that it probably would be. And it's all just kind of secondary wind effect for the most part, just pushing that ball well beyond. So you see, you know, it was probably 8.5 rings. So just as kind of to get my bearing straight, you can see towards max club there, it's going to be about plus 35% in that side wind. You know, the one thing that you'll want to hopefully do is get into somewhere in between mid to you know, maybe even if you can get it up to min club, it's going to make it just a little bit easier. You won't have quite as much of that secondary effect. You might be able to get away with maybe 25% overplay, give or take. If you can get it down there about 20 yards closer, 30 yards closer. But you can see out towards max kind of what you're going to be faced up against. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to forfeit out. I do believe that's going to be my best way to get matching happening. So just going to forfeit out. And, you know, good luck with that hole, guys. And I'll see you guys on 2 coming up.